So if your family is fussy and you are setting unrealistic expectations on them, my advice to you is to put your leftovers in a container, dump it in the freezer while it's still fresh. You know, sometimes I think it's better to just, they like to see things that, I mean, that says spag. Anyway, you just dump your containers, like, yeah, just get that stuff into the freezer, because the sooner you do that, and also don't cook huge batches of food. I mean, I'm gonna put this as a mental note to myself not to do that, because every time I make a big batch of food thinking that that's going to help my family, it actually doesn't. If you have fussy people that like variety, there's a reason why they like that. It's because people like different foods, so you can get all the different food groups in. That's how it works. They're actually highly intelligent people, and they want to eat different food and they want it fresh. So my meal prep advice to you is to don't meal prep. You know, just don't do it. Make fresh food, make smaller batches, and make sure it's something you love to eat. And then that way you'll avoid food wastage as well. Just make a half batch next time. If you're struggling to eat through leftovers, just make it more achievable. Make a meal like, let's say you make a spag bowl. Make enough pasta that people feel like the food choice there is limited and it feels achievable to finish. If you're making crumb chicken, just do one tray of chicken, and when it runs out, it runs out. These meal preps are quite foul and gross. If someone's meal prepping for me frozen food, you may as well just go and buy the frozen food. I'm not, you know, there's a lot of preservatives, yeah, that's not great, but ultimately I feel like you're better off with home cooked if you've got the time. But if it's frozen, it's not really the same thing, is it? So, you know, I don't know. I feel like everything in moderation, but expecting people to eat everything just because you think it's good for them to eat, I am guilty of this. They're not going to eat that. It looks like pressure. Let's freeze it for another day. Accidental meal planning 101, ladies. It's an accident, but this is the accidental meal prep that you get with a fussy bunch of family. You get your spag and you go put it in that freezer, and then that way it circumvents the issue. They'll eat it when they feel like spag. They're not going to feel like spag every day. They will feel like pizza another day. They will feel like pancakes a different day. You know, some days you may want a quiche, some days you may want a meat pie, some days maybe steak and salad, maybe like a fettuccine carbonara some days, maybe some days like beef stroganoff. You cannot expect people to want to eat the same crap all the time. That's not healthy. And stop telling people that it's a good idea to meal prep, because that's not fresh food. And it's good to go with the flow. It's good to have flexibility. Learn to have flexibility with your food. Being so rigid, like some days kids just really feel like pizza, and maybe some days you feel like crumb chicken. Go with the flow.